Yeah, it's still Trinimir Skarner off the table. Though TSM do have first pick. You can pick some of those. Wow, yeah, so both teams are like, nah.
Because they're
Nah.
blind bans. It's both teams submit blind bans.
It's basically the online draft pick format. We don't have tournament draft here. So, yeah, okay, fine. The Skarner is deleted in perpetuity, I guess.
It's interesting with Janna and Soraka and Lulu all off from Fearless. The Sona ban also following up.
Yeah, pinches.
The Enchanters were just so OP with how little money any agency supports had. Really need to be one of those to buff up. I want to see Blitzcrank, though, so.
Yeah.
Bring back the rusty Blitzcrank.
Yeah, there's even going to be rustiest Blitzcrank, I think, coming out. So just going to pile it on for fun. Cassidy going to be here. Yeah.
Cassidy was OP for sure.
Yeah.
We did see it lose internationally, though, didn't we?
Yeah, it lost. You know, not as strong as Revive TP Karthus, obviously. We get the double of Vayne again. He's going to bring it back out.
Unless it's
on top lane. Yeah.
What if he just doesn't trade it to him?
He just doesn't trade it to him.
He's like, no, you stole my penta. I'm stealing your literal champion.
You can play Leona. Have fun. Yeah. And looks like Smithy locked in too late. He couldn't decide which tank he wanted to play in the jungle.
Did it auto-dodge him?
Sven was like, ref, allowed?
Allowed?
Smithy is now benched for Broxus as double lift. He didn't know he has to lock in, said Pobelter. He had it hovered, I guess. So we're going to go right back in and try again.
Classic.
Yeah.
So I asked Travis, what is Smithy, doing these days? Because Travis interviewed him. And he just said, side questing is what Smithy told. That's very, it's not giving much info at all.
That's called, I made good money playing in the LCS. Yeah. I'm retired. Which, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah, that means I'm doing whatever I want now.
Smithy was such a legend in his day. He did definitely peak, I think, early when he spammed the game. Like his early years, even on Vulcan in 2013, he was just a legitimately insane jungler.
Yeah.
Him and ManCloud were like the ultimate mid-jungle duo, went to Worlds in Season 3. Then he was on the championship team with CLG. Then he was on the back-to-back Team Liquid. But then his career went like 3 or 4 more years where I don't think he was playing solo queue. So I feel like he just had so much like League of Legends savings just in skill that he could just draw that down for 4 years and still be playing at an LCS level. And now he's just side questing.
We get Jarvan. I'm Jarvan. I'm helping. Let's go. Oh yeah, you got the you have the license plate. Yeah, I remember you.
Can't hear.
It's great. Sorry. So the guy who corrected me.
But he's talking to a
all
fan.
Right, listen. So the man who corrected me about the quadra kill, I recognize for being here like 5 years ago casting LCS. You're still around. Appreciate that. I say you as though anyone else can know what I'm looking at. And I remember this dude has a Jarvan license plate. And so we got all excited when Jarvan got locked in. I was like, I also remember that.
I'm excited for the Tristana into the Vayne matchup here. My fondest memories of Tristana were actually AP Tristana with Deathfire Grass. I don't think that's what we're going to get here, but that one was one of the all-timers because that was a 100-0 burst.
It was. You might be getting what you wish for, Kobe, with the Blitzcrank cover right now. You're not.
Oh, Gragas. Everyone was saying Gragas was OP coming into this.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it was one of the most contested picks at Season 3 Worlds. We're going to move it around. Annie looks like the mid laner. Tarek in support. Tarek is plenty good here.
Chouster Tarek, the old kit. There's many different Tarek kits, but we were talking earlier. It's the shotgun E that does more damage when you're close up, and then the R can detonate for additional burst.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Tarek Vayne has been like, do you remember like the really like the typical like Tarek combos back in the day? I think Tarek Vayne was kind of one of them.
Tarek Sivir was the one.
Tarek Sivir was the one. It was basically just aura stacking, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, odd one, Evelyn.
This is nice.
Can we stack Sunfires? And,
you can build 2 Sunfires. So to be fair, this is Season 2 Evelyn, which is camouflage. It's the engage ult. It's W cleanses slows, that kind of stuff. It's the one that was like a really big mid laner jungler, in the Season 2 to 3 era, right? The mana regen when you're invisible, stuff like that. That said, we are also, for being like Season 3 accurate, we have unique passes in the game already, right? So Sunfire didn't stack at this point in time. We, however, made a second Sunfire cape called like Sunfire Cape or something like that, or like more, or like I think it's called Stack of Sunfire Capes, and it has a differently named passive, so you can buy 2.
Okay.
Nice.
That was the compromise. Technically, it's not accurate, but we'll give you 2.
Even when that was peak, I never thought it was that good. So
it wasn't.
I didn't do it.
It was never that good.
So I never did it, but it would be something that people remember. So.
Yeah. You can buy 2. It's chilling. The rest of the picks came through there. Zillion was there. I didn't even see what the 5th pick was. We'll see in a second. I was busy talking about Sunfire Capes.
Yeah, they have to dodge out to do runes and trade champions to see exactly what everybody plays.
So I want to go down memory lane here because we were just talking and you're mentioning, you know, Xmithy peak. What is, because for me, my most quintessential Xmithy memory of like peak play was at MSI when he played Kindred and he used the Kindred ultimate on Baron, and that was in Tier 1. It was the first time that someone had used Kindred ultimate to deny a Baron enemy smite. And clearly the enemy was not expecting it because they threw down the smite as, you know, Xmithy threw up the Kindred ultimate on Baron and denied it, and then he could just smite it afterwards. To me, I feel like that was peak Xmithy because that was also the year that CLG went to finals. Had the big, like, I never doubted them, you know, giant comeback at MSI. What is your like peak specifically for Xmithy memory? Because he played for so long. And you were mentioning that his time on Team Liquid was very epic as well.
I think the best series that he played was once Doublelift left the team, the 5-game series they played in 2016 spring pre-MSI. There was a lot of, I think it was Kindred Elise trades that he was doing, but he was winning like both sides of that matchup and was actually carrying a lot of games. That was the Stixay Huhi version of CLG that managed to win that first split on CLG to let them go back-to-back. And then he won back-to-back titles on Team Liquid, but that was more of a Doublelift focused team. I thought he was kind of a carry low-key of that CLG team.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think he was really exceptional for a while, and he like his late career is more supportive as he's again like, okay, I'll just like sacrifice for Doublelift, we'll just win that way, sure, whatever. When you have a bunch of all-stars around you, but yeah, my actual oldest Xmithy memory, I'm 99% sure it's Xmithy, is what, I mean, whatever.
Good
Who
qualifier.
cares? It's fine. This is like season 1 Worlds qualifier. Like this is the regional NA Worlds qualifier. And so back then, Lee Sin was bugged because he has 2 spells in each button, right?
Yeah.
He didn't really go on cooldown. It just swapped what spell it was. Which means if you had enough ping, you could have your client send I'm gonna cast E many times as a packet. And if you had enough ping, that would go through. So you would like Tempest 3 times and then get cripple. So he like intentionally would like lag his game while playing the qualifiers. He'd be like, I'm gonna start Raptors, Tempest, start the camp. Like
Wow.
And then he'd like switch the lag back off. And it's like, that's how he played the game. And then eventually it was the bug, but it's like, that's crazy.
Sounds suspiciously like cheating.
I mean, it's how the game worked. It's not
crazy.
Like obviously we didn't like understand it locally because in single player tool, how are you going to not have 0 ping?
Yeah.
Do you remember the working as intended? That feels like a working as intended moment.
That one definitely not.
Creative use of game mechanics.
That is a creative use of game mechanics.
Yeah.
I think it's even just like playing ladder. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get 2 casts like minimum by just mashing. Like that's just like. You play the game, you mash your buttons, you're just going to get 2.
You said that was your oldest memory of him?
Yeah.
And we talked about our peak memories. My favorite memory, most fun, is just partying with Xmithy. And this actually got kind of legendary too, because sometimes he partied very close to when they had to play, and sometimes the night before scrims, and sometimes at internationals.
Or stage games?
I remember.
Great.
Some Xmithy in the club as well.
That's right. Well, thankfully, we've got classics again for basically everybody here. Lineups: Pantheon, Evelyn, Kassadin, Tristana, Leona for TSM, Cho'Gath, Jarvan, Annie, Vayne, and Tarek for CLG.
I mean, we talked about Xmithy. Keep seeing Haunser. What's your favorite? I mean, he's big. He's definitely been hitting the gym.
He was big when he was active as a player, too.
The funniest recent story of Haunser is what he's up to nowadays. So he's training to become a pilot.
Yeah.
But the reasoning for becoming a pilot is he watched Top Gun Maverick and thought it would be really cool to fly a plane.
Thank you, Tom Cruise, for the inspiration, I guess.
Yep, a whole new generation.
But for Haunser's gameplay moments, I believe it would have been 2017 Spring TSM after Doublelift retired for like the first or second time. He had an insane split and managed to actually win a nearly won MVP that split for his top lane play.
Yeah. It's actually funny, too, that his is aviation related. I remember Froggen, who was at the Doublelift.
He's an air traffic controller.
Yeah, he's an air traffic controller. So maybe Haunser will be flying a plane one day. Froggen's going to guide him in.
Alrighty, well, as we wait for minions to spawn the next 30 seconds, I'm going to toss over to Riv, who's standing by with a familiar face or voice.
I am joined by Carrie, and some of you may not recognize Carrie, but you'll recognize the voice. It is Lux that I am talking to right now. Coming into League of Legends, Lux was such an early champion. What were you trying to grab with the Lady of Light?
Well, we didn't know anything about it because it wasn't out yet, and I just came in one day and I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? And what's she like? Oh, she's cute, and what do you want? And, oh my gosh, I love that. And they were telling me about her, and I was like, well, so what do you want for her? And they were like, kind of this. And I was like, okay. And then I just kind of went in and did that. And I know that her laugh has become a little bit of a thing, and that's kind of my laugh. So when I was at Riot once, I was in the lobby and someone told a joke and I laughed and everyone froze. And I was like, oh, I forgot where I was.
Oh, no. Okay, can we handle that? So in the game, we actually spam that.
Yes, I know,
Okay,
I know.
good,
But I'm
good,
a little
that's
sister,
perfect.
so I can understand.
Awesome.
I can understand its
Awesome.
purpose. Yeah.
So what's it like here seeing the game? I don't know if Lux's picks, we're not in there yet, but how's it been? This is your first event.
This is my first event. Yeah, I've heard about them before, but I've never had a chance to go. And then a couple of my friends were going. But wait, we have an extra ticket, and I was like, oh my god, yes! So it's really fun though to like see it. I've watched a lot of people play it, but to be in like a location with a bunch of people watching it like a football game, whatever, and like there's a whole crowd, and we're all like, ah! It's so fun. It's so much more fun.
All right, Carrie, before we go, can we get a few voice lines from you?
Yes. For Demacia! Shine bright!
You can hear the crowd in there. It's energetic. Thank you so much for your energy. It's absolutely amazing. It is Lux. It's Carrie. Thanks for your time. Let's get back in the game, guys. Take it away.
Okay. He's all right, though. It's fine.
That is so cool, though.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, seeing her live and hearing the exact Lux voice.
It's exact.
It is exact, especially the laugh. That was so good. Oh my goodness. Plus, agree 100,000% on it is really, really cool to actually come to these events live and watch it with all of these gamers.
Tweet from 9 years ago. Really hyped for the CLG vs TSM match. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, glad I was a part of the rivalry before, and that was in 2017 that he wrote that.
He was on Immortals at the time.
Yeah.
Wrote that tweet.
Having her over here was actually reminded me of IPL 3, where Christina V was hosting.
Oh,
who's the voice actress of Riven. And like between, like she'd do interviews or whatever, hosting, and then like the crowd would chant like Riven quote, Riven quote, Riv, and so she'd be like, okay.
Oh my God, double lift!
Oh wow, goodbye double lift. Xpecial's gonna try to run for his life. He does have flash, so there's a chance. He's gonna nicely done, gets away from the EQ out of Xmithy.
Xpecial's warmed up.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And Sven actually got kill credit on that one. That is huge for First Blood.
That is huge. They were bantering in chat about this version of Tristana being cursed, and the team wouldn't let him go AP Tristana. So Sven's going to be going AD, but off to an early start here, trying to put double lift in the dirt.
Yeah, I mean, that is huge. Getting the Vamp Scepter so early on for him. They can continue to force engages. Leona Tristana just in.
Yeah, it's good stuff right now. So, of course, Walter playing Annie, which is basically still Annie. But he's going to have pressure, at least for now. See High, of course, down quite a bit of CS. Even with the early gank giving him a bit of pressure. I'm waddling.
Dude, I'm waddling.
But they're trolling a draft. The whole team is AP otherwise. You have Pantheon for 80, and that's it.
W start cheeser. All right, Xmithy's back with some counter jungling, some revenge here for the junglers.
But he hasn't backed yet. Meanwhile, we got Boots and Spirit Stone for Odd One. Walter has the stun ready again.
Got to use the flash.
I guess he's afraid of High Flash eating him. Oh, a little bit of damage here.
As you said, though, champs are so much more durable.
That's not great for Xmithy. He's fine.
Champs are so much more durable. There's a lot of walking away.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of walking away. He's going to do so. Or waddling, if you're Tristana.
Yeah, waddling. Let's see her. She's bobbing a lot, true.
Yeah, we're doing okay here. Look at that. Getting his farm on. One shot's the little Miner Wolf with the E. I'm curious if he's going to go Elder Lizard or Spectral Wraith here on this Evelyn, because you can go either pretty much. Oh, Choescu's going to land, walks away the Ignite, but still a really good trade. Big damage out of Haunter. He's out of mana, though. He's chugging a mana potion.
Yeah, it's back.
Flash Q might kill from here, because keep in mind, people below 15%, 100% crit chance against them, including the Q and auto attacks. He also has ult. Oh, Coward's not going to go for it.
Yeah, Pantheon.
You can block a tower shot.
Pantheon old Q was just a point and click.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was actually just an easy spear.
It was great.
Ultimate early game lane bully, late game fall off champion for sure.
Yeah, if you can get so actually one thing I'm kind of curious about though, because people are way better at the macro aspect of stuff. So it's like this spell has like a 2.3 bonus AD ratio on it. The E does. Like if you just are good at flanking, and you also have a global on your thing, like
maybe one shot.
Like I wonder if the champ isn't actually bad late game. We were just bad at macro 13 years ago. Because you can run Ignite, win your lane, and then have a global. Maybe Haunter wins the game. We'll see.
Oh, Odd One saw them. The vision advantage from... Oh, wait a second.
Did he, though?
It's Camo. He can be seen. He's going to flash. EQ. Doesn't quite land for the knockup, though.
I think maybe he just saw Xmithy and he hadn't seen Pobelter.
Oh, that's Dippers, though. Yo, and Pobe is on the board for CLG. A flash followed through for the Kassadin. I think he missed the E, though. It's going to be enough. The rest of the team coming around here. Sven going to get dazzled. Max range. 2 seconds stun, but 40 damage. It's going to be just fine.
Yeah,
Time flash for nothing.
Again, even with them kind of separated on the other side of the map, if you know, they're still healthy enough to be able to walk it out. The play not that quick, and CLG getting one back here.
Yeah, I got to note though, TSM is kind of slamming in gold right now. You got a 11 CS lead for Sven right now. This Rossana can absolutely run over the game.
A fun fact, the Pobelter apparently has never played Annie in his competitive career, but playing it here as they exhaust double to go in.
Oh, big hit there. Special a little bit late on the Q, allows double to get the flash out in time.
Oh.
Zion Spartan finds a solo kill in top lane.
I mean, Zion Spartan wants to get a penta this time around, a real penta this time around.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard with Cho'Gath though.
That's more difficult.
So we'll see. Good start though with a solo kill for himself and getting CLG right back into it. You mentioned the Gold Freak.
Oh, the blue buff handoff. What a homie.
Yeah. This is true the Odd One for sure.
So
second blue.
I actually have a theory that teams were a lot nicer to each other and like created bonds because you did have to do stuff like this back in the day, where junglers would have to give you the blue buff and you would like have to say thanks. And in order to get the next one, but here's the 1v1 walk down.
Yep, just autoing him, just slowly walking up. Every single auto attack, a little bit of bonus damage, silence, and you know a great prediction on the Q.
He's max E Cho'Gath, so it's just permanent toggle on.
Oh. Yeah.
What do you think about the being nicer deal though? Is that just me being like rose-tinted glasses for the past? Because I feel like we were more friendly.
Well, I think you had to be, otherwise he would run it down mid. Like if you want the blue yourself, but you have to socially engineer him to thinking that it's okay. So you have to be nice and make him trust you and feel like you're a good player, because otherwise you do actually lose the game.
Okay.
Because he would lose control of his emotions, your own mid.
So you're saying we were nicer, but it was only because of the threat that was looming. And
I mean, I can't speak for you. I can only speak for myself.
Okay, so
Chat the psychopath.
I want blue.
Okay. Wait, he's ignited.
There's the dunk. Smithy on the board, but it's Pantheon. Haunter knocks down Pobelter.
All right, we got a good close early game here, boys.
We absolutely do. Odd One gives up his blue only for his mid laner to die, but now at least Haunter has the blue buff. I will say Odd One was one of the most sacrificial junglers even as early as Season 2. He would be the guy that would just buy oracles or buy a control ward, sit in a bush for 40 seconds to make a gank happen.
Oh, he's got exclamation point. They see him.
Yep, nearby. Pushes around. Pantheon's coming up as well. That stun's going to land for sure. Double lift. Yep, going to take the slow. There's the stun coming across as well. There's one on the board, and Chouster flashes away.
Look at those green circle indicators, by the way.
Yeah, baby!
Just clear, green circle. Either one's the same, just a little bit different, size on them.
Yeah, shout out our VFX artists. The format for VFX is different now than it was back in the day, so they had to convert them and kind of re-add them, make sure they worked with the current game. Took some work.
I like it, though.
Them.
It's very straightforward.
I know, it's great. They did a wonderful job.
Meanwhile, though, okay, so back to this being nicer thing then.
Yeah.
Jat, would you, if your mid laner had died with the first blue that you gave your mid laner, does that mean you take the next one and you don't give it to them?
Well, I think you definitely ask.
Yeah, okay.
Because he might feel guilty about dying, in which case he'll willingly give it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're asking him, you're like, do you want second blue? You're kind of asking him, are you going to die with this one too, buddy?
It depends how the early game goes, because you actually say, can I have second blue? Like, that's how you lead it.
Yeah, you ask.
Because obviously
like
he's going to want it. But if he has to be rude to you since you asked first, you're more likely to get it.
Okay, I see. LCS also starts tomorrow, by the way.
I got a lot of blooms.
Yeah. you know what's kind of funny about those is like a lot of what you're saying, Jad, is just like this is how to treat humans in the real world. You know, ask for shit. Like, what? Just like be docile, like be friendly, and be like, "Can I have this? I would like it," and then have a conversation instead of bait pinging them for heading blue buff.
Correct. Really, we need to disable mute all in League Classic.
And that's going to be a very, very dead Annie. Haunter on a killing spree. He is still popping off.
I mean, Dragon is up too. This is a really good move from TSM. They're sacrificing their top side, but top side was getting killed anyway, so better make a play towards mid.
Time to start roaming around. Sure, the Cho'Gath can get pretty fed, but if the Tristana Kassadin gets fed enough, they're going to be able to carry late game.
I feel like this also was a lot more common of a thing. Was just if you lose your lane, just leave.
Yep.
Roam somewhere else. We do not have quests in this version for sure.
52 to 26.
Did we?
Did this count?
We
was it 25 before?
It
was not updated.
I remember this 60 to 70 minute game at MLG Anaheim. This was a regular season roadshow that happened at MLG Anaheim, one of the hypest moments, and then the faithful being rewarded Kobe in 2015.
I was in the audience for that Minions one. That Minions one was crazy because being in the audience, we were literally like, the audience was moving. You looked at one screen that was showing the CLG side, and there's a different screen that was on the people were like, oh, and like the move was crazy. So many epic moments. I mean, between these two teams, between this rivalry, so many years were going over.
Yeah, it really peaked there at 2016 when they traded titles back and forth. It's when it became a rivalry rather than just TSM beating on CLG.
Yeah.
Pretty good hit there. Nice knock-up. Going to be some pretty solid damage. The dunk's going to make it even happen, and Silver Bolt claims the kill. Double it on the board yet again. In the flank, though, going to be hard for Pantheon. Jumps in, does what he can, jumps around, and gets the rampage before getting shut back down. Vayne's on for a double.
Big condemn there from Double Lift, and now Sven has actually joined the party.
Yep. I was going to try as well. It is still rank 1 Rift Block, so probably solid like 8-second cooldown. Going to shoot the ward a couple times.
Just a classic numbers advantage there for CLG, walking through with the Taric auras.
Yeah.
Pushing with 5 people when TSM didn't have everyone grouped.
The Elder Lizard Burn as well on the Evelyn. I love these old jungle items. Bringing them back. The siege is going to continue, though, and Double Lift definitely has to respect it.
Yep. Well, Zion Spartan on the flank. Q's not going to let anybody, but he's going to be pretty tanky for a while. Silence gets on to 2. Can they get anything more? Not really. Runs out to safety.
Tristana talks a lot more than I remember, too.
Wow. Yeah. I might be your voice actor.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Freak, were you the original?
Is that a rocket in your pocket?
Do you remember, did you do a champion spotlight for all the original champions and like Tristana as well?
I don't think we ever got through all of them. So I remember back in the day, we obviously we do for the new champions, and we're like, okay, we have a question to answer. Does putting a spotlight out increase play rate? Like, will we if we put a spotlight out, will we sell skins or sell the champion or whatever? So we tried. We're like, all right, let's try all the 6,000 IP champions. Let's make Karthus, let's make Kassadin, let's make. And as far as I could tell, it didn't have any impact. I don't remember exactly. I remember seeing a report or whatever, but it's doesn't have an impact. All right, let's maybe not spend the time.
It had an impact on me, just so you know.
That's good. I also remember, this was actually a mistake on my part. I did a really weird build for the Sivir Spotlight. So everyone has to build Sivir. You build a Bloodthirster, you do all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm going to pick a different build just so I can show something kind of interesting. And I just kind of baited people into here's a really bad Sivir build where you rush Mad with Blood Razor instead of, a good item. So I regret that one.
I remember a lot of people would build Madrid's Blood Razor on Sivir. Is that in Classic? No.
Yeah, Madrid's Blood Razor is in Classic.
It is, but why would you ever go that when you can go Feral Flare?
I mean, well, if you're not a jungler, good luck getting all the stacks.
I guess.
And also, the item's actually pretty good. It's 4% max health magic damage.
What the freak is still trying to sell people on what you just told me was a bad build.
I'm not saying it's good on Sivir, but it's not a bad item on other people. Kog'Maw should build it.
True.
Maybe even Vayne should build it.
True, old Kog'Maw.
There's too much to test.
Yo, CLG going back for Haunter.
But he's alive. He's fine. He's chilling.
Give him the laugh. The old voice lines.
We will have, I believe, for the original 40 champions, they will all have their old voice lines for launch. and we're working through the rest of them to get them included as well in upcoming patches. So we'll have that as much as we can. Povelter knocks down Nick Special, brings up for another one for CLG. Double Lift, got to be careful, gets the ulti on, so gets slowed again by the Evelyn, but it's going to live for now. Pantheon's across, nice EQ buffer by Smithy, keeps him safe. Big Tarek Ore is coming across, but Smithy's going to die for that one. Haunter again on a kill. You got to be careful because TSM are in for a lot more. Huge damage on the back line. High, good for 2. Not going to be the 3rd, but Pantheon has dunked on the backhand side, and that means TSM will find the ace.
And High comes in huge with the re-engage. He did not ban Kassadin in 2013, but he's playing it now in League Classic.
Oh my goodness. That was actually a crazy team fight. You get to see the Tristana hopping, resetting as well.
They're so in and out of this one because so much gets burned. They overkilled the Pantheon at the start of this fight, which then High is just waiting for his cooldowns to come back. But that one, pretty much a Mac stack Rift Walk, chunks everyone and allows Sven to reset his W.
Yeah, I was getting some like Wild Turtle flashbacks here too to another TSM AD carry.
Oh,
kill their ass, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the classic High shot calling, by the way.
Shot call.
Kill him.
Body these fools and be good.
The meme that's most closely, or honestly I should say storyline, but a lot of the C9 members, it was meme because the other Cloud9 members didn't like that. Wait a second.
Nah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, he's chilling. He's chilling.
It's not fine anymore.
Not as fine.
It's no longer fine. It was briefly fine.
Big.
High, also not fine anymore. Trading 2 for 1 though in TSM's favor. Special tank in the tower, and he can take this for a good long time. He's gonna be fine. Pushing back to the tower.
Yeah, I should say it was X-Special who had the Feast and the Tibbers burned on him at the previous last team fight. Nice buffer there by Sven, but the Kassadin, even though it's dead, really helping TSM chase down these kills, and looks like we might be getting that game 3.
I like it. We definitely are being rewarded here with TSM coming back in the series already.
Back on your High story though, I remember this specifically because it was the year that High actually retired and they brought in Jensen, who was known as Incarnation at the time.
Yeah.
And the team actually lost a bunch of games with Meteos. So the split after High retired, he actually returns as a jungler, and then like magically, Jensen just starts playing way better. Like he's just in mid lane dodging every skill shot. Jensen movement is actually what pro players would be calling it because you just couldn't land skill shots on the guy. And we made this joke like, I refused to credit High with the shot calling of Jensen just 1v2ing, so I said, hey, Jensen, body these fools, was the classic shot call from High, and they ended up actually eventually going to Worlds that year with High as a jungler, but a pretty epic time in League.
And then we even had the meme of the perfume or the cologne. Bodied by Jensen cologne. Because, High got so much credit when he was on Cloud9 for the shot calling that when Jensen was even dodging skill shots, as you say, they meme about him being shot called into dodging.
Yeah, really tight and a really interesting bit of lore. My original quote was actually, hey, Jensen, body these guys 1v2. And Freak's the one who said, body these fools, which is what eventually caught on.
Goes to show, I'm just, sometimes the imitators just get free low.
It's a better term.
Thanks.
Body these guys would never, like, guys by Jensen as a cologne.
I kind of want guys by Jensen. That sounds great.
Hey, do you like to see this? Everybody with a pink ward in the inventory.
Oh, remember to buy your wards.
For TSM, everybody spending money. Nowadays,
actual pro tip, if at any point in time your inventory is full and you have a Doran's item, that should become a pink ward. At any point in time, you're like, wait a second, I can have a Doran's Blade at 5 items or a ward. You should have the ward.
It should. There's no helm or bow or anything that actually scales really
there's
well.
There's a shield, there's a ring, there's a sword.
That's it.
But it should be a ward late game. That is so much damage.
Jeez.
I mean, he has like a total of 200 bonus health in his build right now. Dunk in for Smithy, but a jump out for Sven. He's going to be totally fine.
Clean for Sven with the ult and auto as he's getting ulted away.
Well played.
Well played. Knew he had lethal. Sometimes when you Tristana ult or Lee Sin kick or some of these spells kicking people away to safety, make sure you have the lethal.
All right. Well, High, of course, has rank 2 Rift Walk, and it's not that expensive for him. He's going to be fine. Slowly stacking up the E. 2 more to go.
Not going with the tier Kassadin, just the Roa Kassadin.
Just, yeah, Roa into, this could be Zhonya's. It could be DFG, but I assume it's going to be Zhonya's.
Yeah, Pobelt are going with the maximum shred build because that's the Abyssal Scepter that has reducing magic resist of nearby enemies by 20.
Yep.
So if you face check into a brush like we just saw,
and don't have time to press W,
and you are very nearby,
yeah,
you get shredded down to 0.
Yeah, and range champs don't have MR growth here, so like he does true damage to every range champion on that team unless they buy some MR. Even the melee ones are pretty close to 0 too.
There used to be a strategy with Abyssal Mask where the ordering of penetration was different. But reduce was the only effect that could take people below 0, so you could actually do enhanced damage to people more than true damage. But
yeah, you can
that
find
got
ways to
changed
shred them
pretty
first.
early.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we're chilling right now. Jump forward for high. Yeah. Ow.
Okay.
Quick Terra heal does not get stunned though. Tristana's going to be in range for the E and auto attack, but not more. The Doublelift will live. Flash to safety. Pantheon coming over the top as well. Will be right in front. Is it going to be enough? He's going to certainly try. Gets knocked up. Gets silenced. Can't go for anybody yet, but the Terra is not going to get to do much anymore. The turret is gone already. 1 kill picked up, and TSM are just running over CLG.
The point and click there, even though Doublelift got his ult off and went invis, still able to get it. Haunter gets the spear, kills Doublelift again, and TSM going to get another Baron.
TSM looking broken here. Even though High's 4, 3, and 8, this Kassadin is doing so much damage, and then Sven is just cleaning everything up from the back.
I actually really love that too because we have had so many interviews with High when he talks about team fighting and how he approaches games and shot calling as well. He was always one of the mid laners that did not care about KDA. He was talking about where is my angle for doing as much damage in a team fight as I possibly can. And as you're saying, he's always getting large amounts of burst and especially in AoE situations, putting his body on the line in order to get that.
Yeah, Sven flashes out at the start here, and then the Pantheon re-engages what he had. But watch High here, REing in and then flashing out after doing a bunch of damage. Then he can still re-engage after.
And then Haunter there was able to get the W into the flash and the Q to kill Doublelift.
And the bot lane dies. Into the Baron, into TSM looking real good here. Now 23 minutes in.
Pretty big gold lead.
Yeah, they are stomping now.
Kobe?
This is setting up for a very even third game.
Were you excited about game 1? I feel like you were excited about game 1.
I was excited about game 1 until they started winning too hard. Do you ever get that feeling where you're like, yeah, go team, and then you're winning so hard you start to feel a little bad for the other team?
Yeah, I mean, someone who watched Line vs. G2, I did not feel bad at any point in that series.
True.
Yeah.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Good old days are still here, freak.
But now,
just happened.
But now this is good. This feels balanced now, you know, because now TSM are getting their turn, smash them back a little bit. You know, CLG, they have had some epic comebacks in the history of the organization.
Yeah,
so.
like, is this even worse than the RNG game? You know, at MSI?
It's definitely not. That game was
so unplayable.
Over.
And there's a big shutdown.
Yeah, that was like 15K gold at one point.
It was crazy. 3 inhibitors down too. So hard to come back from 3 inhibitors in that state in the that version of the game too.
Yep. But the Callista kept farming, and they made it.
Whoop. I mean, what's interesting is they got the Locket and the Frozen Heart. They're starting to get some ore items and the Taric.
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm seeing 0 Aegises. The item, I did nerf it technically because I knew how incredibly shattered the item was, but like, it's still the same armor and MR used to have. I'm surprised we're not seeing Aegis in anybody here.
It's just not fun to build.
Look, I like winning. As someone who played 100 straight games of Maokai 2 years ago, I like winning. I will build Aegis every game.
That was your support run, wasn't it?
Yeah, I hit GM playing the most unfair champ of all time. It was so undeserved, and I had a great time.
I remember there was a lot of suspicion of Freak letting this champion be very strong, too.
Yeah, the mistake was the first round of nerfs, I tried to get too cute, and it ended up not lowering his win rate any, so there was like an extra 2 weeks of this champ being shattered. And I was like, yeah, it's my fault, my bad. My bad, I really didn't intend for this, but I'll take the free low. I was like playing against Huhi and stuff, like this guy's so much better than me.
But you have
and we won anyway!
High getting in there again, another early chunk.
Pantheon on the way, the slow coming out, but Pantheon's not in range for anything, and great timing on the Cho'Gath Q, says you can do nothing to me.
Their base, though, can't run away, so TSM's going to take the base instead. Does the escape for CLG even matter?
Well, you're doubting them plenty right now.
Yeah, that's what you like to make them think. And then at the end, when they come back and they win, then you just go,
counter.
Never doubted them.
Oh yes.
Don't listen to
Okay,
that.
knock up there on his Sven. Decent damage. That was huge. The Cho'Gath Q lands. He's gonna die. And they're gonna go for a little bit more if they can. Pobos is on a killing spree. They're chasing down onto the odd one already. They've got 3 of them killed. Odd one trying to get his way as best he can. The slow's gonna be there. No W from cooldown, which means he cannot cleanse the slow. And that means Silverbolts gets a triple kill, and CLG are on the map.
You see? That's why I never doubt them!
Absolutely insane. Sven gets caught by everything there. Rupture interrupts his rocket jump mid-jump. If it hits during the cast time, he's fine, but he starts channeling it here. It becomes airborne. Then he gets interrupted out of the airborne, which is why he can't escape. Then stunned to silence. So once he's gone, TSM doesn't have enough sustained damage, and Doublelift can run him down.
Yeah, good focus from him and Chowster with the dazzle, with the knockup. So CLG, all right. Crowd, do you believe in CLG? Or is TSM still going to take it?
It's debatable.
This crowd is really mixed. So back in the day, the whole crowd would be TSM.
They would be.
Back in the day, if you asked that, it would all be TSM, but this is very even.
Doublelift died, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a Kassadin.
Probably.
If I had to guess.
It is level 17 Kassadin now.
True.
Let's watch the gameplay here. R.
R, E, Q.
Whoop. Auto.
Auto.
Okay, nicely done.
Woof. The mechanics on point, bodied by high.
Now he's got Deathfire Grasp as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about that comeback with a Kassadin level 17.
He's going Banshees, though.
Yeah.
That looks balanced.
Classic AD carry saying that the, late game Kassadin shouldn't be able to kill you when you didn't have MR, goes back and buys MR.
Yeah, I like how both AD carries typed at the same time, the exact same thing. Even if you're on the opponent's side, you always have that camaraderie with an AD carry. You see another AD carry get blasted.
I will say that both supports finally building the auras here. So Bulwark already in for Leona, and just now did our Tarek find Aegis of the Legion in the shop, so big upgrade there. That's going to be a lot of MR, and suddenly Cassidy will do quite a bit less damage.
True.
But so he didn't instantly die. I mean, he's going to die to the Pantheon.
All right.
It was instant.
That one, no, he's out in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
This is classic Doublelift.
This is kind of patented Doublelift. A little bit. It's kind of, this is just like the old times.
Just like the old times. TSM looking to force game 3. Unless High also gets caught.
There's a lot of crowd control. There's Chump. He's at 2 HP. He's barely surviving. The minions can't quite kill him. Man drop over the top, and that's going to be Volta dropping. Sven is just free hitting. This turret's not going to stop anything. The attacks keep coming on through. Otto's got to drop aggro. Cho'Gath in the back line, still stunned up. Couple more autos might get the kill. Hauntzer claims the first one on the tower. Is a double for Hauntzer. Looking for a bit more. Sven's going to push him off the fountain and flash back to safety. That's the ace, and that's TSM taking the base. We got a series on our hands.
TSM versus CLG delivers even after 13 years.
Going the distance, a big bounce back game. Sven and High deliver. Hauntzer as well on the Pantheon.